The new look Linkin Park is back. We have a brand new drop right here, right now. It's none other than Up From the Bottom. Classic Linkin Park vibes already.
Inside it feels like I'm barely breathing. Feels like air's running out. Inside I'm stuck here staring at a ceiling. You put up to keep me down, 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 down.
Waking up without a name, open up my eyes knowing nothing is the same. Circling around a drain as I realize that there's no one else to blame.
You keep me waiting down here, so far below, staring up from the bottom, up from the bottom.
Okay.
Escaping, but there's nowhere to go. Staring up from the bottom, up from the bottom.
You put up to keep me down, staring up from the bottom. Love the juxtaposition, obviously, in the lyricism of down to up to bottom. But in here, the aggression, like it just has that classic sort of, this is what you get from me when you combine the elements of rock and hip hop. It's just that raw, rebellious, aggressive spirit and sort of that come up, like rooting for the underdogs in this case. And for me, there's some layers to this.
Inside it feels like I'm barely breathing.
Love the lighting of that.
Inside it feels like I'm barely.
Right there, how it goes, the lighting from dark to light, almost like the darkness and the light within ourselves and the struggle that we go through, because this feels like a very sort of internal conflict type of song, right? I know there's an external person that's being talked about, but for me, the true conflict is within.
Breathing feels like air's
Different moments,
running out.
recovering, hooked up to an IV, right? And then you also had like in the jail cell, so like different moments of feeling trapped, right? Whether it's your health, whether it's literally being in jail, like just stuck. And that could be symbolically just feeling completely stuck.
Breathing feels like air's running out. Inside
Yeah.
I'm stuck here staring at a ceiling.
That shot is really dope and cinematic. Love the lighting on that.
You put up to keep me down, 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 down.
Waking up without a name, open up my eyes knowing nothing is the same. Circling around a drain as I realize that there's no one else to blame.
You keep me waiting.
Waking up without a name. That for me is an interesting one, because waking up without a name, like kind of feeling like you're not yourself, right? Not knowing who you are anymore. That's why you wake up without a name. Not literally, but symbolically.
Waking up without a name, open up my eyes knowing nothing is the same. Circling around a drain as I realize that there's no one else to blame.
And that's it, circling around the drain, as I realize that there's no one else to blame, right? That's for me, that's the true conflict right there. Like, I know that I'm down and I'm having this self-awareness that, yeah, this is rock bottom for me, but it's me who put me here.
Keep me waiting down here, so far below, staring up from.
Which then makes me think that this you keep me waiting here is that battle against oneself. It's almost like Emily's addressing herself, our own demons that we're battling, right? Staring up, stuck from the bottom, putting up with all this. Wow, is that ceiling, like the lighting, that's what they've been playing with the whole time. Like, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. It's almost like Lego lights. That's dope.
Oh
wow. See those pulsating lights that time? That's wild. Right there.
Waking up without a name, opening my eyes knowing nothing's gonna change. Circling around a drain as I realize that there's no one else to blame.
You keep me waiting down
I like this.
Everybody out, that devil is coming. Poison on his lips and his words mean nothing. Cold like a mountaintop, father never loved him. Mama said he's bad enough times that it's sunk in. Everybody out, that devil is coming. Promise you the world, but he's always bluffing. Before you even know it's a trap you're stuck in. He's gone like a ghost, already off running.
All right, Mike, that's what I want. I want a little bit more of those rap flows and vibes from some of these songs that we heard, and we got it here. We got it here.
Everybody out, that devil is
Love that little record scratch right before he comes in.
coming. Poison on his lips and his words mean nothing. Cold like
Poison on his lips, and his words mean nothing. Again, this for me is the inner demons, those inner devils and that inner conflict, and then explaining how we got here, right?
a mountaintop, father never loved him. Mama
Father never loved him,
said he's bad enough times that it's sunk in. Everybody out, that devil is
right? Didn't have mom supporting him, didn't have dad supporting him, right? And that's how we ended up here.
coming. Promise you the world, but he's always bluffing. Before you even know it's a trap you're stuck in. He's
And you hear underneath, there's like this demonic, like, voice to the mix, a lot bassier, lower range, just like adding a different layer and texture to Mike's voice throughout this.
gone like a ghost, already off running.
Okay. That's a bold strategy, Cotton, being in a straitjacket and then getting yourself in a suitcase as well. It's like we're already trapped and then we're just sinking further into more traps and more confinement. Oh, damn.
Down here, so far below, staring up from the bottom, up from the bottom. I try to escape it, but there's nowhere to go. Staring up from the bottom, gotta get out of here. Up from the bottom, gotta get out of here.
Gotta get out of here. And I think those last lines, when the rope gets thrown up, it's almost like there is that moment of still finding that strength. Dope shots in the end. What in the X-Men is happening here? But yeah, that for me is, you've got the angst, you've got the anxiety, you've got that struggle and that conflict, but it doesn't feel like all hope is lost, right? And this song just gives you that kick almost, that motivation, especially at the end. It's like that controlled aggression, that release, but at the same time, finding sort of that inner strength and that inner rise up. Love the raps from Mike Shinoda on that. Emily's definitely growing on me. I think she's a really good lead singer and front vocalist. I love just, she has some wild looks that she gives to the camera, right? And just her camera presence, her charisma. She really brings a lot physically into the performances as well. And you could tell, man, it's absolutely pulsating. It's rocking the fuck out. Linkin Park, you were Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, for some reason you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content, do me a huge favor, support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on, really does go a long way. Also, join the Patreon. If you like the content that I put out, if you want to support the channel, it really does go a long way. I'm 100% independent, guys, so it all helps. I'll put all links down there. All right, everyone, stay safe, stay positive. It's Willie Knox Hill. I'll catch you again.
Sit down, sit down. Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like